Vice President Sara C. Duterte is present in today's hearing. The respondent, Vice President Sara C. Duterte, is not present in today's hearing, Madam
Let
Chair.
it be placed on record that the committee secretary called for the fourth time respondent vice president. And to this hour, she continues to be not around in our proceeding today. The same is for our intention to cater to the vice president the continuing opportunity to present her evidence, including counter evidence to what has been presented already by the NBI, including raising clarificatory questions through the justice members. That is for the record. Would you like to say something, Director Matibag?
Madam Chair, if there's no other questions directed to the Bureau, maybe be excused by the committee. We have to go back to our office. Hindi po natutulog yung krimen kaya may mga huhulihin pa po tayo.
May we confirm from the justice members the requested excuse, to be excused by the NBI Director? No objection?
No objection, Madam Chair.
All right. With that, we excuse NBI Director Melvin Matibag, including all the agents who are with him. Maraming salamat po for taking time with the Justice Committee in our impeachment proceeding.
Maraming salamat din po. Buhay po kayo.
The NBI officials are excused.
Madam Chair.
Gusto mo sumama?
No, Madam Chair. Madam
Director
Chair, I would
Matibag,
just
would you like
like
to hear the manifestation of Congresswoman
I would
Ann
just
Matibag?
like to manifest, Madam Chair, that I've received reports from our leaders from the city of San Pedro, province of Laguna, that this morning at around 9 a.m., the Vice President Sara Duterte is in the city of San Pedro celebrating with the Galleria South Vice Presidents of the Philippines pop-up exhibit, which will run today until May 30.
Instead of attending in our
Instead
proceeding.
of being here, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Because they said it already. They will be answering all the allegations not here, but before the Senate. With that, the chair opens the floor on your manifestations
Madam Chair.
as to whether you have additional manifestations. This is about the allegations of threat and destabilization.
No.
About probable cause.
About probable
Okay.
cause, Madam Chair.
The floor is now open for your manifestations as to whether or not we will determine probable cause now in our proceeding. The Honorable Lordan Suwan is recognized.
Madam Chair, with the indulgence of the committee, allow me to raise a fundamental concern before we proceed to vote on probable cause. Hindi po ba medyo mabilis ang pagboto natin para sa probable cause? I ask this not to delay the work of this committee, but because I believe that the gravity of what we are about to do demands that we ask it. You see, a vote on probable cause is not a routine procedural step. It is the gateway to impeachment itself. And once we cross that threshold, we set into motion a constitutional process under Article 11, Section 3 of the 1987 Constitution, a process that may ultimately result in the removal of a sitting Vice President of the Republic. At kapag ito ay umabot sa plenaryo at maaprubahan, ang Articles of Impeachment ay ipapadala sa Senado at doon magsisimula ang isang buong impeachment trial na tututukan ng buong sambayanang Pilipino. Kaya malinaw na napakabigat ang desisyong ito. Madam Chair, the Supreme Court reminded us that while impeachment is sui generis, the requirements of due process are not suspended at the door of this chamber. They follow us in, and they are the measure by which history will judge what we do here today. At dahil dito, with the utmost respect to the chair and to my colleagues, this is my humble submission. Hindi lang sapat na tama ang proseso. Dapat malinaw sa lahat ng Pilipino na naging sapat at patas ito. Madam Chair, considering the weight of the evidence and testimonies presented in the previous hearings, I think it would be prudent for us, in the interest of fairness, and to afford the Vice President every avenue for due process, to extend by one additional hearing date before this committee votes on probable cause. Hindi po ito, Madam Chair, para pahabain ang ating proseso. Ito po ay para tiyakin na ang proseso ay hindi lamang mabilis, kundi makatarungan din. So that is my humble suggestion, Madam Chair. I submit it to the wisdom of this committee.
The
Madam Chair.
manifestation of the Honorable
Chair.
Lord Suwan is noted. For the guidance of the justice members, and perhaps a reminder, our threshold in our proceeding is probable cause only. So to be specific, the question is whether or not the evidence presented from day 1 to day 3 of our clarificatory hearings are enough already to provide you the basis in determining whether probable cause exists or otherwise. We heard the manifestation of Honorable Lord Suwan. He's requesting another hearing date before we vote. That is for the record. The
Madam
Honorable
Chair.
Rog Gutierrez.
Madam Chair, just a quick manifestation. I would tend to agree with our colleague, the Honorable Suwan, but for a different reason. Earlier, we were voting pono on the BIR box, and I think most of the members of the committee voted to err on the side of caution by voting not to open it. And in light of that principle, I think we must measure and exact the same, we should exact the same measure of caution when dealing with the impeachment as a whole. I tend to agree with the Honorable Suwan. I disagree that it's going too fast, maybe. I think that at this stage, all of us would have formed our own opinions about probable cause of the impeachment to two complaints. However, I am more of the opinion that out of abundant caution, as we keep saying, that we should afford the Vice President more chances. I know the Honorable Chairwoman has, the Chairperson has made it abundantly clear, no? After every issue, after every presentation of evidence, she has called for the Vice President or any representative to appear. And although that opportunity has not been taken, it might be better to afford at least one more day for the committee to at least allow her to answer. As I understand, Madam Chair, under our rules, whether or not she has decided to answer, they are allowed to present, if not to rebut the evidences presented by the prosecution or the complainants, that they can actually present their own. And it perhaps would not hurt this committee to afford more time. And considering also, Madam Chair, that under the Constitution, any which way we interpret it, whether it's through the previous interpretation or that with guidance of the newer Supreme Court ruling, we still have abundant time po, no? So maybe just out of caution and in the spirit of fairness and due process, we would afford the Vice President that opportunity. One more day, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
For the guidance of the members and in response to the Honorable Rog Rodriguez, I just want to state for the record that since day 1 of our impeachment proceeding, that is determination of sufficiency in form, followed by substance, and then ground, and then our hearings today, we've been calling the Vice President every after presentation of evidence per ground. So in as far as compliance to due process is concerned, I think we have surpassed so much whatever standard of due process is being required. No? As a matter of fact, even today, we've called her for 4 times already. And I intend to call her again right before we vote on the existence or non-existence of probable cause. That is just for the record.